Brenda Cowan Elementary is named for Lieutenant Brenda Cowan, the first African American female firefighter in Lexington. After her passing, Cowan has continued to inspire warmth, kindness, and love for all. She touched people from all walks of life in various parts of the community, the state, and even the nation. Today, her legacy continues through the motivation from the staff, faculty, and students to be as welcoming as possible to any and all people that enter through our doors. But don't take my word for it.
Hi, my name is Twyla Brown. I am a parent of a fifth grader at Brenda Cowan Elementary School, and we've been there since it opened. My child was a first grader that year, and I have to say, dropping my kid off at Brenda Cowan that first year and even now, several years later, it feels kind of like I'm dropping my kids off at Disney World every day. From the staff that's outside welcoming the kids as they're getting out of the cars and making parents feel welcome and good about leaving their kiddo there for the day, to just even when you have to pop into the office because your kid's sick or they forgot something, everyone is always kind, they're warm, they're welcoming. And one thing that I really love about our school is they know our kids. They know their names, they know their faces, and most of the time they know who we are as parents and who goes to who, which is just really a great feeling as a parent, to know that your child is seen when they're not with you and that people care about who your child is. So that's really a reassuring thing as a parent. I would also say just the level of intention that is put into communicating to families, to soliciting our ideas and our opinions about things, even when things are hard. The feedback is wanted and welcomed, and it's collaborative. And so I really appreciate that about our school. I think that we have the best teachers in the whole wide world. And I'm so thankful that I have a fifth grader there and looking forward to starting over with a kindergartner next year. So Brenda Cowan is doing it well.
Brenda Cowan Elementary exudes a welcoming environment in more ways than one. Our social media committee works diligently to provide families and guests with the information needed with easy to understand language across all social media outlets. Our service community serves our community so well. We host a yearly backyard bash during the summer that provides food, entertainment, and school supplies for students. The committee also hosts monthly community nights in which faculty and staff members travel to different neighborhoods to build connections with families outside of school hours. The building itself provides a welcoming atmosphere by being well lit, labeled, clean, and decorated as needed. The main entrance provides safety information, visitor needs, as well as a friendly welcome to guests and families of all walks of life. Our goal is to make all individuals feel extraordinary when they enter our doors. The front door provides individuals with an understanding of how to enter, how to check in, and where to go from there. The front office staff is just the icing on top of the cake with their sweet smiles and their sweet positivity.
So at Brenda Cowan, when we look at how we try to make our school welcoming, we really focus on the BCE experience or the customer experience. From the time that that a parent or a stakeholder gets on campus to their interaction. So we ensure that our marquee is always updated. When they get on campus, when they get into the building, we have seats in the vestibule area that are really modern looking. They also match our school colors. We've trained our front office on customer service and customer care as well. When families walk in, they have access to a newsletter. So the most recent newsletter that we have, they also have access to information on the demographics of BCE, the history of Brenda Cowan, things of that nature. So they do have that access. Once you walk into the building outside of the front office, the first thing that you see is our display for Lieutenant Brenda Cowan. It's dedicated in her honor. It talks about how she was the first African-American female firefighter in Fayette County, the first African-American lieutenant female firefighter in Fayette County, and she tragically passed in line of duty. We named the school after her. It has her uniform. It's a replica of her uniform. There's a challenge point that we created with the fire department. The fire department did donate the uniform. We also have her actual Medal of Valor that was presented to us at the ribbon cutting.
Because of our firm foundation that comes from Brenda Cowan herself, it's hard to find flaws in such an already welcoming school. However, when taking the perspective of an outside family or community member, there are a few things that could be better improved for the well-being of the school and its people that surround it. Our building is home to 2 major hallways. One houses the primary grades, preschool through 2nd grade, and the other houses intermediate grades, 3rd to 5th grade. To the untrained eye, it's difficult to understand which hallway is which due to a lack of labeling when you enter the school building. A common issue we face at Brenda Cowan Elementary is our outside area. Throughout the years, we have changed both bus routes and car rider routes to accommodate each school year. However, we still lack the proper labeling needed for bus drivers to understand where to pull in to properly drop off the kids safely each school morning. Our front office area is one of the busiest areas in the building, therefore it needs to be the most welcoming. To make it more welcoming, it would be beneficial to add some tables or end tables, coat racks, or coat stands for guests and outside families to place their personal items. Additionally, a snack tray or candy container would be a nice addition to help entertain guests as they wait for whomever is needed. At one point in time, we had a TV stand that sat in the corner. However, there continued to be issues with the electronic part of the TV, so it kind of got sidebarred. From this image, you can tell as you enter Brenda Cowan Elementary's area, it's difficult to see which route leads you where. The left will lead you to the front area of the building, and when you go straight, it can lead you to the side building, which leads you into the cafeteria. It would be very beneficial to add signs here to allow guests to understand which way they need to go for their destination. Again, this is the same issue with labeling, however, this is from a different angle when you're looking at the front of the building. Signage is definitely needed here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the intermediate hallway. However, how would you know? Again, we're talking about an issue of signage here. No one understands who is in this hallway, what is in this hallway, or who needs to be in this hallway due to a lack of signs and signage. Additionally, these 2 front doors that we're looking at cause a lot of issues with shutting. It would be nice to have maybe a caution or stop sign to allow our guests to know that sometimes these can be shut. Now we are approaching the turn-in from the interstate to Brenda Cowan Elementary. This is a hot debate against parents, families, and even some students. There's always an issue with overflow traffic because of the lack of stop signs and stop lights. It would be nice to have additional signage to allow you to know where you are turning and how fast that turn actually happens. Again, we are looking at the direction of when you just turn in off that first right turn off the interstate, and with a lack of signage and how fast you do turn in. And here's one more shot of what it looks like as soon as you pull into the school with a lack of understanding of which way you need to turn to get to which direction. It's easy to see the effort our staff, teachers, and students put in to make our school the most welcoming it can be. We intentionally communicate with all people through a collaborative process of sending newsletters, translated documents, and in-person monthly events. We focus on the people walking in our doors by giving them the BCE experience and allowing them to feel like part of the family. As a school, we do have plenty of ways to grow, because if you don't grow, you're not learning. Our areas of growth are becoming more active with our stakeholder partnerships instead of it being so one-sided. We get many donations and offerings from the community, and we need to do a better job of giving back to those who give to us. Additionally, we need to work to label our building across all settings. Therefore, all people can better understand the true layout of our building and know where they need to go when they are inside of it. BCE will always work to continue to build our work for motivating others to feel absolutely extraordinary when they are home with us inside our building.